Today on Captain Cass's Laboratory, we're going to be going back to our old friend, the Mad Pumpkin Patch. The one that this always breaks, and sometimes this, due to the way the mechanism is designed within this piece. But we're not doing that today, because this is a fully functional piece that I've been disassembling to show somebody how to repair it. So, to make it easier on everybody, I'm going to show you how to fix it too. What we're going to do is show you how to get to this LED that's inside here. If you have this piece, you know that this spinning pumpkin head has a green pulsating LED light inside of it, which can, well, burn out. So how do you get to it? Well, I've already prepped this because of time. First thing you want to do, just to make life easier, is remove the bottom, as much as it sucks. So the bottom's been removed, and you need to disconnect the shaft to the pumpkin, which is a cam lock. The easiest way is to, once you get it down, don't yank it, you'll snap the shaft, and then you've got a problem. Take a pair of long needle nose, or short needle nose if you can get your hands in there, twist it so the cam lock comes off, so that way this is no longer attached. Then put the bottom back in, and this is all so you don't break that shaft. You might be able to do it without doing it that way. Next, we need to get this pumpkin head off. It does not come out from the bottom. Get yourself a spudger. If you don't have one, a small blade screwdriver, a little bit smaller than that one, and pry around the edge of this plastic base. Right here. This brown plastic, until you get it to pop off, like so. And once you do that, you can see this shaft has been repaired right there, because they break. Now you have access to the glued in LED. So if this thing burns out, that's how you get to it. The reason you want to disconnect this shaft from the bottom is, you see how much slack I have? I can lift this thing up this high. Well, do you notice the shaft, I'll do it sideways, doesn't even reach the bottom. And it goes to about this dude's head. If you yank this, this will snap like this one did. This is a repair, and this one I'm talking about a cam. You just twist it and pull it out. So that's the shaft. And there you go. There's the square input hole. So if you yank this, you are going to break this. Now, if you watch one of the other videos on this piece, which I believe there's at least one from many years ago when it came out, this is a very common occurrence. And the easiest and cheapest way to fix it is to pull the shaft out, take a butt connector from electronics, crimp it on there, turn the shaft around, because it sits in here like this. And what happens is, when it's like this, it breaks at the bottom, which is why you've got to be careful when you pull the bottom off to release the cam on this. Then when you reinstall it after you repaired it, do it upside down. Now if it breaks twice, we have a different problem, because these are swaged fittings, which means it's a square fitting, or a round fitting probably, that they push this spring wire, similar to like a guitar string. They stick it in there and then they swage it, meaning they compress it or crush it. And that's what gives you the square appearance. It also holds this in. So, very important to release the pressure from the bottom before you pop the top. Because once you pop the top and you break this, you're going to have a problem. So, that's why we want to remove the bottom. And that's how you access this green LED if the wire breaks when you take it apart, or if it just fails. Things don't last forever. So if we turn this thing on, which it shouldn't do anything, you can see the green LEDs in there. Shouldn't do anything because I got the drive shaft. But that is a very short how-to video on how to remove this pumpkin head to change that green LED. Step 1, remove the bottom. Step 2, remove the cam lock from the bottom. Step 3, pry around the edge of this plastic right here. You can heat it up if necessary. This one didn't need a lot of heat because it's got very little glue. There's a little glue here, and a little glue right there. I mean, I just, one side, and the whole thing just popped right off. It was amazing. And then once you do that, pull it up just to be safe. Take the cam off, just so as you're working on this, you don't have this thing bent at a 180-degree arc and cause it to snap. And then your LED is just held in with hot glue. Pull it out, replace the LED. glue it back in, and you're good to go. This is also, if you buy a parts piece, and let's say the pumpkin's broke and you need to replace it with your parts piece, these fingers right here is how you pop the pumpkin off. So there's a finger here, and a finger here. And it allows you to remove the base and then push the top of the pumpkin through. So you can replace this with a parts piece. Or if you break this and want to make your own out of foam or clay or plastic, resin, whatever, you can replace your pumpkin head and make your own. So, thanks for watching this very quick, hopefully somewhat educational piece on how to access the top of this pumpkin and not break your drive shaft in between. Most people I know that have this piece have broken this drive shaft. So, it's a very common occurrence. It's probably why they didn't keep using this design after they ran out of these pieces. So, until the next one, thanks for watching.